Have you ever noticed how hard it is to control your emotions in moments of deep grief and loss? I am going to give you 3 absolutely amazing tips to help you through these tough emotions. But first, let me share you 2 stories with you that I bet you can relate to. Lucas, a dear friend and a dedicated single dad, faced an immense loss last year that deeply affected him. His mother, who had been his rock since his guiding light, passed away unexpectedly. The bond they shared transcended the typical mother-son relationship. They were confidants, companions in laughter and sorrow. Her absence created a void that seemed to engulf his entire being. Attempting to maintain a semblance of normalcy for his young daughter, Lucas masked his sorrow with a smile that never quite reached his eyes. By day, he was the epitome of resilience, but as night fell, his facade crumbled. I remember one evening when I dropped by, expecting our usual light-hearted banter. Instead, I found him in his living room, surrounded by these old photo albums. Each picture a clear reminder of his loss, how deep it went. He shared stories of his mother, his voice quivering with a mix of love and pain, each a memory, a testament of the unbreakable bond they shared. In a stark contrast to Lucas' silent battle with grief, Jenna, a colleague from work, faced her loss in an openness that was both heart-wrenching and inspiring. Her sister, whom she lost after a prolonged battle with illness, was not just a sibling to her, but her closest ally in her life's adventures. Jenna's approach to grief was to embrace it head-on and acknowledge and express each emotion as it surfaced. We sat together one afternoon in the small park adjacent to our office, and as Jenna recounted tales of her sister, their childhood escapades and challenges they faced together, and the void her sister's departure left, her tears flowed uninhibited. Yet within her sorrow, there was a noticeable sense of peace, as if she was honoring her sister's memory by fully experiencing her grief and not avoiding it. She confided that allowing herself to fully experience the loss was helping her find a path through her sorrow one step at a time. Lucas' story is one of internal struggle, a silent war waged against the tides of grief. Jenna's story, on the other hand, is an open book of her journey through mourning, raw, real, and remarkably poignant. Both narratives offer a window into the varied ways we deal with loss. 3 tips for managing grief. Acknowledge your feelings. Whether it's the silent sorrow of Lucas or the open expression of Jenna, recognizing and accepting your emotions is crucial. Seek support. Reach out to those around you. Sharing your journey can ease the burden of grief. Find your personal path. Like Lucas and Jenna, each of us must find our own way through grief. There is no right or wrong way, only what feels true to you. Remember, everyone's journey through grief is unique. Lucas and Jenna's experiences reminds us that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to handling loss. We'll explore this topic further in part 2 of Mindfulness for Grief and Loss, Navigating Emotions with Compassion, this Thursday. Don't miss it. Until then, try keeping these tips in mind. They may offer the solace you need in your moments of grief. If you'd like to learn more about how to navigate your emotions with compassion, I am sharing additional information in my blog. Head over to www.getpositivelyinspired.com, where you'll find more good stuff and book recommendations. And don't forget to subscribe. There is so much more coming, you won't want to miss it. Not any of it. Until Thursday, stay well. See you on Thursday. Live on purpose.